Hey everybody, it's Forkmantis. A while back I promised that if you helped me reach 1,000 subscribers I would do a Q&A. So you guys pulled through on that and you've already asked your questions, so here are the answers.
How many platinum medals do you have?
Why don't we go take a look?
What's your favorite sport?
I really like snowboarding, I like American Ninja Warrior, I like martial arts, and I do CrossFit. That's pretty much it.
How old are you?
42.
What do you do for a living and how did you start to play Trials Frontier?
So for a living, I'm a software developer, currently managing a development team on an e-commerce platform. And how did I get started in Trials Frontier? So it all started about 1.5 years ago when my brother-in-law brought his PS4 over to our house for the weekend, and we sat up and played Trials Fusion for the whole weekend because he had just downloaded it. I fell in love with the game. It seemed really easy at first and it got crazy hard before too long, and we just got addicted. So when he went home, I was kind of going through withdrawals for a couple of days until my wife looked online and found Trials Frontier. I downloaded it and I've never looked back.
Why aren't you uploading more than one video per week?
Oh, I wish I could. If I made enough money to quit my day job, I probably would. But as it stands, with a full-time job, a wife, a child, and other things that go on, I just really don't have time to do more than I'm doing right now.
Do you ride a motorcycle, and if so, which one?
I don't currently, but when I was in my 20s, I had a Yamaha FZR 600, and I had it for about 1.5 years or so. Had a lot of fun with it. Ended up selling it, and I just never did get another bike.
Why did you choose that specific outfit for your Trials Frontier player?
When I started playing, Frostpocalypse was the first event that came out, and I was pretty proud of winning that costume during the event, so I just started filming my videos with it, and then I stuck with it for consistency up until the recent shark update came out. I've switched to the shark body and legs, but I've still got the squirrel head.
Which bikes do you hate most, and which bikes do you like most?
I'm not too fond of the Riptide. The bike I hate the most is the Jackal. It's just tail heavy, it bounces, and it's hard to control. It never does what I want it to do. As far as bikes I like the most, I get a lot of satisfaction from playing the Bronco. It's a lot of fun to pull off a good run on that bike because it's a little bit of a challenge. And I really do like the Mantis. I'm not sure if it's because it's the agility bike or if it's because of the maps that I play out with the Mantis. I think maybe a combination of both, but I really have a lot of fun on that bike as well.
What phone are you using?
I've used a lot of phones over the course of this channel. I started on an LG G3, at one point at an HTC One. I've had a Moto X Pure, and I'm currently on Galaxy S6, which I think I like the best. It's just been a solid phone and it doesn't seem to lag whenever I'm screen recording.
What's your favorite TV show?
Walking Dead.
What keeps you playing Trials Frontier?
I kind of have the nature that I like to play a game and stick with it for a while and collect all the things, win all the prizes, that sort of thing. So that's one aspect of it. The other thing is, now that I've started this channel, I want to see it to completion. I would really love to do a platinum video for every level in the game, but of course they keep making the levels, so I don't know that I'm ever going to reach that point.
If Red Link releases the next Trials Frontier game on mobile or console/PC, will you do platinum walkthroughs for it too?
That's kind of related to my last question. I really would like to complete Trials Frontier, and as long as people are watching the channel and as long as people are playing the game, I'm going to probably put my focus there and try to see that through to the end. Supposing I ever get there, yeah, maybe I would do a different game, but for right now, I've really only got Trials Frontier in my sights.
How or why did you pick Forkmantis?
It's kind of a long story. I have a friend from way back that I bumped into, and he was using the username Shoetooth. And I asked him about, how he had chosen it or what it meant, and he said, well, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a name that I chose because I can go to any site and have that name and it's not taken. And he was trying to avoid having something like, Will8534 or something with numbers in it, but, something a little more unique. And so that inspired me to come up with my own name. And at the time I was into Magic the Gathering, and also I was taking Praying Mantis Kung Fu. So Mantis obviously came from the Kung Fu, and then Fork came from one of the cards I liked in Magic the Gathering, which was a card that let you kind of duplicate a copy of a spell. And so I just stuck the two together and came up with Forkmantis, and I've been using it for probably close to a decade or more now.
Why do you play this game?
It's just a lot of fun to me to spend your time trying to perfect each run, trying to shave off a fraction of a second here or there, and I've really enjoyed the community and enjoyed the feedback I get from this channel.
What's your favorite bike skin?
I really like the neon for the Tango. That would have been my answer several weeks ago. But more recently, I won the Raven paint job for the Bronco, and I absolutely love that one.
Is it worth it to buy track bundles?
It depends on where you're at in your career in the game. If you've already got all the bikes or a lot of the bikes and are already upgraded and you've got all of that under control, then absolutely I would get the track packs. They're fun, and it also gives you a way to do better on the leaderboard, because having more tracks and scoring on more tracks is going to help you get higher on the leaderboard. If you're early in your career and you're still working to get your basic bikes, then I wouldn't worry as much about it now. I'd focus on the bikes and then get the track packs later.
What racing games have you played?
In the past, I've really never owned any personally. I've played Gran Turismo and whatnot on friends' boxes, but just never really got into racing all that much. I did, way back in the day, play Excite Bike on 8-bit Nintendo, which is kind of maybe a bit of foreshadowing to my current love of the Trials games. And then there was one trial-like game that I played for a little bit on Macintosh, but aside from that, I really never was into racing games before this.
What's your name?
My name is Will.
What rank are you satisfied with?
I haven't honestly been satisfied with my ranks yet. Watching other people get in the top 10, I'm a little jealous. As far as shooting a video, as long as I can execute a top 10 run, even if I'm slower at it, as long as I can take the same shortcuts. And generally, I like to at least be in the top, 1% if possible, or at least the top single-digit % on the map. And that's good enough for now, but I'm still aiming for top 50 or better scores on each map in the long run.
Do you have any footage of a platinum run on the Dark Machine Challenge?
Unfortunately, embarrassingly, I don't even have the Dark Machine. I just never have gotten around to collecting all the data cubes. Probably because I'm busy trying to do platinum medal runs, and really I don't spend more than maybe an hour, 2 hours a day playing anyway, so I just haven't put the time in yet.
Shoot your AMA topless. What's your favorite channel?
As far as Trials Frontiers go, I like Yoshiki and Carter Clem's channels. I look at those sometimes when I need a little help to get ready for my own videos. And as far as non-Trials Frontier goes, I really like Bad Lip Reading.
Are you planning to play some other games on this channel?
No, probably not. It's been hard enough just to keep up with the maps as fast as they put them out in the game, just trying to stay on top of that. And I would like to one day do all of them. So no, I don't think I could divide my focus. I think this channel would suffer too much.
In the shop, there is the KTM bundle available for purchase, granting the buyer the KTM bike and the KTM costume. What's your opinion on this matter? Do you think Trials is a pay to win? How do you feel having earned the bike yourself and now witnessing others simply purchasing it for money?
So from my point of view, you can take shortcuts, and Trials Frontier is definitely a freemium game, and they would love to have you spend money to buy resources and work your way through the game faster. But it doesn't bother me that they don't force you to do that. So I got a lot of satisfaction out of working my way through the game and getting all the bikes without spending a lot of money. I spent $10 and that's all I've spent. And I spent that money to give something to the developers. I watched a lot of ads. I'm sure they make plenty of income off of me, but that's why I did that. It doesn't bother me that someone else does choose to spend money if they get more satisfaction out of having things quicker than playing through to win them, then cool, whatever. I don't think it has a ton of impact on the leaderboard. I think the better skilled player is still going to be at the top of the leaderboard. The better skilled player may take longer to get there. They may work a little longer and harder to get the bikes they need, but once they have them, it's still fair in my opinion. So yeah, I earned the KTM by being at the top 5% each week of the event. Somebody else didn't and they bought the bike, whatever, doesn't bother me too much. Well, that's it for the Q&A. Thank you so much for subscribing and helping me reach 1,000. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, help me reach 2,000. Maybe we'll do it again.